Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Haruel. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it could be edifying. I just wanted to cover a quick video through the Spirit, all right, on this Sunday. Bear with me. I'm dealing with a little sickness, all right, and it's like you. Hey, the Lord is going to protect us from these pestilences that, he's bringing, all right? Forgive me. We're in these weak-ass bodies, that are subject to, infirmities and shit, and that's just part of the walk, in this faith, all right? But the Lord sustains us, okay? When we get in our new bodies, Lord willing, we endure to the end, we won't have to worry about sickness anymore, getting sick. It's like you, damn, But nonetheless, that's what we're striving for, all right? All of this will be considered a light affliction, all right, when we receive that glory from the Lord, man. It was all, we'll look back like, hey, it was all worth it. All right, but you got a group of our people, all right, we call them the 2/3, all right, and we bring that out according to Zechariah, going into all the land, saith the Lord, meaning America, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left therein. That's where we get the 1/3 and the 2/3, all right? And America, this is America specifically, 2 out of every 3 Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are about to die here, okay? Black, brown, Hispanic, all these different bywords, they've been living with. All right, it doesn't matter. They're the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're the children of Israel, according to their lineage. All right, Esau put these proverbs and bywords upon us to divide us. All right, but the scriptures say in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. So we've remembered ourselves. And we thought upon the name of the Lord. And when we think upon the name of the Lord and call upon it, the Lord comes through for us. And we see that plain as day because he's bringing down this American society, finally. All right. But nonetheless, you have a group of our people that, they see us. They've been seeing the apostles and elders. They've been seeing other camps. All right. But they want to stay in the Christian church. They want to stay in Islam. They want to stay in this, stay in that, worship universe. I'm seeing this trend of Jake and these fucking spicy bowls. Just straight abomination and folly. It's like you. Just straight abomination and folly to the point, they're eating fucking just chum out of whatever. Jake done lost the plot. And hey, like the scripture said, my people are foolish, man. The Lord called them Sodom's children. And we're seeing that on full display, man. Instead of Jake, who's a royal people, a regal people, above all the people upon the face of the earth, the Lord made us that. We've become a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto the Lord. And I'm going to grab that through the Spirit. But Jake don't want to listen. They look at us like we're a good entertainment. When we cussing out Esau, when we cutting Esau through the Spirit, then they want to listen. Any type of contention and strife, they want to listen. It sounds good to them, but for true edification, for true exhortation, for the saving of their soul, they don't want to get behind it. And now we understand why the Lord is going to kill the 2/3, man, which they're marked for death anyway. It's like you. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, and we'll go right to the point. Verse 30. It says, also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord. Come here. They're basically being facetious. Because the Lord speaks through his prophets, and it's been that way since the world began. So let's go see what the counsel of the Lord is. Let's go, but they're not doing it with Like the scripture say, with their lips they honor me, but with their heart they're far from me. And the Lord knows the heart of man and the thoughts of men. And their thoughts are vain, especially our people. The Lord knows whether you're actually trying to magnify his name or whether you're just doing it for strife, for envy, for monetary gain. The Lord knows. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the evil and the good. So they're being facetious. Verse 31, it says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love. See, with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. So with their mouth, Shalom, bro, I'm Judah. All right, but your mind goes after your own covetous. Oh, if we're gonna run this bag up, we're gonna do this, we're gonna flip this, we're gonna build new Nazareth, And the Lord is seeing all of that. Verse 32, it says, and lo, there are unto them as a very lovely song, of one that have a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. See, you hear this word, you hear us telling that you're the Lord's chosen people. You're kings and princesses on the earth. Know that this isn't the end all be all, but Jake's actions show that they rather be slaves. They rather be under the thumb of Esau than reigning in the kingdom. And that's why they're going to die here. Verse 33, it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. See, we're coming to that time now where they're going to know that the apostles were always right. Right? The MOTB is coming, universal high income, 15-minute cities. All of this is tied to that beast system, and they're going to make you receive that mark. That's the hour of temptation. And every day we're getting closer to that. Every day we're getting closer to that hour of temptation. And after Esau makes this thing mandatory, all right, it's GG's from there, man. The day of the Lord can happen at any moment after that. All right, but that's what we're waiting on. All right, we're also waiting on, World War III to continue to intensify. All right, but that one of the major last prophecies is when Esau, in the world systems, make that MOTB, the CHIP, mandatory as payment. You have to receive this in your forehead and in your hand. Doesn't matter if it's right or left. It'll predominantly be right. All right, but they already have the technology set up. They've been setting it up subtly, with the chip readers, you go out to eat. You don't have to give them your card like that no more. You can just, you could put your phone on the tap to pay. They're going to just transition that to your hand. And this is what the apostles and elders have been warning about for well over a decade now, man. Shit, damn near 2 decades since they jumped on YouTube. And now it's coming to pass. So now you will know a prophet had been among you. But see, Jake don't want to listen, man. Let's get this. I'm thinking about them damn spicy bowls, man. That shit was, I don't even want to show it. Our people are at such a low fucking vibration. Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22, it says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. You have no knowledge in doing good, Salakia. But you can make a spicy bowl with fucking octopus in it. You can break down, crack, and cook it, but you can't, keep the law to the best of your ability. You can't not eat abominable animals. That's Jake, man. We'll finish off here. Jeremiah chapter 2. And Jeremiah was getting on their head, man. Jeremiah chapter 2. In verse 21, it says, I have planted thee a noble vine. See, the Lord made us a royal and a regal people. It says, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? See, the Lord is like, man, y'all bugged out. Pull up any rap video, you'll see that plain as day. Right now, it's Salaki, I'm dealing with this damn sickness, man. You know, and we battling, man. Again, we in these weak ass. I've been fighting this shit off. You know, trying to hydrate and shit. It didn't go away immediately. You know, the Lord wounds and He heals. You know, so I did want to just bring this video out. You know, speaking on this because they love to hear us for entertainment. You know, they love, you know, even them looking at somebody, or somebody standing up for our people. Hell, you got to get behind this, man. You know, we are only here for the elect, but you know, we're here to be fishers of men. This word is going to gather the elect. Or once that said number is fulfilled, we're going into the next phase of prophecy. The famine of hearing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to come to pass. There's a time to speak, and there's a time to refrain from speaking, and we're entering a time to refrain from speaking because the word has gone out. The warning has gone out, and after the warning, the Lord is going to speak through His judgment. The Lord is known, Flocking. The Lord is known by the judgment which He executed. All right. So these are the times where Jake don't want to get right. He about to get left, man. The Lord gonna leave you here and melt you, but before He gonna starve you out. He gonna pursue you with the sword, which is Esau. You know, He gonna make you know it. The same must know it after death by pain, because you loathe the law of the Lord, man. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.